As you know, the scientific method has the following steps: observation, ask questions, research on the topic, develop hypotheses, test the hypothesis by experiments, analyze data and draw conclusions, and share the results.
The other day, my mother made a cake, and I noticed that its size when it was put in the oven was very different from when it was already baked and taken out from the oven. I have never noticed that cakes grow that much, and I wonder why does that happen.
Now it's time to ask questions. Why does the cake grow? What does the cake have to make it grow? After conducting an investigation, we discovered that the cake swells from carbon dioxide. But what substance in the cake is producing that carbon dioxide? And what's the name of this process? Now we have to develop our own hypothesis.
Our hypothesis is that the cake that we have seen previously grows because the yeast performs fermentation, which is a process in which sugars are transformed into alcohol and CO2. To verify this, we are going to do an experiment in which we will use a balloon that we will put in contact with the yeast. If our hypothesis is correct, the balloon should inflate. In order to carry out the experiment in good safety and hygiene conditions, first of all, we will remove all the jewelry that we have in our hands. Next, we will tie our hair in a ponytail to prevent it from bothering us during the procedure. Now we proceed to place the gloves on our hands to protect ourselves and to be able to handle the substances in safe conditions. Now we will present the materials that we are going to use: an envelope of chemical yeast, sugar, 2 small plastic bottles, a funnel, a teaspoon to pour the products, a container with warm water, and 2 balloons. Let's start! First, we open the bottles. Then, using the funnel, we will pour water up to half in each bottle. Now we add 2 teaspoons of sugar to the first bottle and 1 to the second bottle. We open the yeast envelope and pour half into the first bottle. Pay attention to the fact that we do not add yeast in the second bottle. Now we close the first bottle and shake it well, and then we open it again and place a balloon in the mouth of each bottle. Now it's time to wait.
Our conclusion is that fermentation is a natural process by which complex molecules are transformed into simple ones, producing energy and releasing carbon dioxide and water. In our bottle, the yeast transforms the sugar we have added into simple molecules, releasing carbon dioxide. And this is what causes the balloon to inflate. The same thing happens with bread. The yeast transforms the starch present in the flour, which is sugar, into another simple sugar, which is glucose. This also can be said: the gluten traps the carbon dioxide released when fermenting and will be in charge of giving bread volume and structure to the crumb, as well as flavor. As the time goes by, we can see how only one of the balloons is inflating.
The balloon only inflates when there is yeast, so our hypothesis was correct.
The yeast was what made the pie grow and puff up.